When Young Sheldon first premiered in 2017, fans of The Big Bang Theory were both excited and skeptical. Would this origin story honor the quirks and contradictions of the beloved Sheldon Cooper, or unravel the carefully constructed lore of the original series? As the prequel expanded, it did both, honoring and revising. While The Big Bang Theory gave us glimpses into Sheldon's Texas childhood, Young Sheldon painted a broader, more nuanced picture, sometimes shifting timelines, character arcs, or emotional realities. Here are 5 major moments where Young Sheldon diverged from or subtly rewrote what The Big Bang Theory had told us. Sheldon's relationship with his father, George Sr., TBBT version. Throughout The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon frequently speaks of his father as a crude, often drunk, man with limited parenting skills. He recounts stories of George Sr. urinating in his recliner, yelling at the TV, and dying when Sheldon was 14, leaving the impression of a dysfunctional and distant relationship. Young Sheldon version. In Young Sheldon, George Sr., played by Lance Barber, is far from perfect, but he's also deeply human. He's a struggling high school football coach, a devoted, if occasionally overwhelmed, father, and a man navigating life's pressures. His love for his children, especially Sheldon, is evident, even if he doesn't always understand his son's genius. The shift. Young Sheldon complicates the caricature TBBT painted. It suggests that Sheldon's memories are filtered through trauma and time. This reframing not only adds depth to George Sr., but also implies that Sheldon's early bitterness might have stemmed from grief, confusion, or selective memory rather than fact alone. Sheldon's religious upbringing and his relationship with faith, TBBT version. Sheldon frequently mocks religion in The Big Bang Theory, especially Christianity. He references his ultra-religious mother and conservative Texan roots, but there's little indication of any real emotional conflict or journey. He appears to have long since rejected faith. Young Sheldon version. The show dives into Sheldon's childhood experiences with religion. He questions Bible stories, engages in theological debates, and even has moments of spiritual doubt and curiosity. His mother, Mary, is more fleshed out. Her faith is sincere but challenged by her son's intellect. The shift. Instead of showing a simple rebellion against religion, Young Sheldon explores a more layered journey. It depicts Sheldon as someone who grapples earnestly with belief, making his eventual atheism less dismissive and more informed. It also provides context for his complicated but affectionate relationship with Mary. The fate of Sheldon's twin sister, Missy TBBT version. Missy appears only a few times in The Big Bang Theory, portrayed as the polar opposite of Sheldon. She's socially savvy, emotionally intelligent, and often used for comic contrast. Sheldon treats her as an afterthought, and the show implies they are not close. Young Sheldon version. Missy is a standout character. She's witty, often emotionally mature beyond her years, and frequently acts as a grounding force for Sheldon. While she finds him frustrating, there's genuine sibling love and loyalty. The shift. In Young Sheldon, Missy's struggles, academically, emotionally, and socially, are treated seriously. The prequel positions her as a critical part of Sheldon's life, contradicting the emotional distance depicted in TBBT. It suggests their adult drift was less about disconnection and more about diverging paths, a subtle but powerful distinction. The death of George Sr. and its timing TBBT version. Sheldon consistently says his father died when he was 14. The death is treated as a major turning point, but details are sparse and emotionally muted. The event is largely glossed over or used for dark humor. Young Sheldon version. As of its latest seasons, George Sr. is still alive, and Sheldon is older than 14. The show appears to be taking a slow, deliberate path toward this pivotal event. There's emotional groundwork being laid, George's health issues, increasing stress, and shifting family dynamics. The shift. The delay creates tension for longtime fans who know what's coming. More importantly, it positions George's eventual death as a devastating family tragedy rather than a background detail. When it happens, it will likely reshape Sheldon's character arc more meaningfully than ever shown in TBBT. Sheldon's Emotional Intelligence and Social Growth TBBT version. Sheldon is emotionally stunted for most of The Big Bang Theory. His arrogance, literalism, and lack of empathy are played for laughs. While he slowly evolves, largely due to Amy's influence, he remains mostly rigid until the end. Young Sheldon version. The younger Sheldon is certainly difficult, but young Sheldon doesn't present him as emotionally dead. He shows empathy, affection, and confusion over human behavior in ways that suggest more social awareness than TBBT ever acknowledged. His bond with Meemaw, his tentative friendships, and even his acts of kindness point to untapped emotional depth. The Shift. This retroactively recontextualizes Sheldon's behavior in TBBT, suggesting that his emotional development didn't begin with Amy Farrah Fowler, but was always latent, shaped by early experiences and buried by academic obsession and social trauma. Conclusion. The memory paradox. What makes Young Sheldon such an interesting companion piece to The Big Bang Theory is its willingness to challenge the notion that memory equals truth. Sheldon Cooper, as a narrator, is unreliable. He remembers his father as a drunk and his childhood as a series of oddities. But the more intimate, grounded lens of Young Sheldon tells a different story. A messier, more human one. Rather than contradicting TBBT, the prequel enriches it. It turns Sheldon from a quirky genius into a fully realized character. A boy shaped by loss, love, faith, science, and the complexities of family. In the multiverse of television, it seems that even memories evolve. And maybe, just maybe, that's the most scientific truth of all. Let me know if you'd like this in a different format, like a blog post, podcast script, or social media carousel.